especially for us men, that it's to give ourselves that kind of compassion and give ourselves that, that to break that hard exterior that we've been taught we need to keep. That's our safety. That's a wall that we've built. To chip away at that wall enough to break it down and like really tap into what's inside of us, really go deep, be
Yeah.
able to cry about the things, be able to, to share about these things openly and honestly and fearlessly, right? That is true liberation. I've never felt so free in my life, and especially in my recovery,
Hmm.
is when I was able to tap into that stuff and share it with another human being,
Yes.
and not fear the judgment. It doesn't make me weak. This is my biggest strength. This is my greatest strength, to be able to tell you about my deepest, darkest fears, my
Mm,
secrets that I thought that I would take to the grave, right?
mm, yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny, I'm seeing in a lot of spaces, um, I'm seeing a lot of men who have lived a lot of hard lives
Yeah.
coming out and really being soft and sensitive. And
Right.
then um echoing the same thing, like you don't have to actually, softness is the new hardness. To be
It
honest,
really is. Yeah.
you know what I
Yep.
mean,
That's the biggest flex.
yeah, that's the really the biggest flex. And I'm seeing, like, I was
Mm-hmm.
watching a podcast not too long back of this hardcore London gangster who'd been in and out of prison all of his life, grew
Yep.
up, he's like in his 50s, and he's saying the same thing that we are, being soft and being
Yeah.
sensitive and listening is the biggest
Mm-hmm.
flex. Yeah, you can walk around and break somebody's nose, and it doesn't take but 3 ounces of pressure to pull a trigger. But
Yeah.
I mean, to love is probably one of the biggest weapons that, and to show love, and to show love in
Yes.
the face of hate. I know that certain folks in my space practice ahimsa, which is nonviolence, and I'm very
Mm-hmm.
balanced. I'm very balanced. You know what I mean? And thank God I've never had to use physical force in a long time. But at the same
Yes.
time, you have to be balanced, and there has to be,
Mm-hmm.
that's the yin yang, right? There's light and there's dark.
Right.
There's hot and cold. You have to have balance. You have to have balance.
Yeah.
There wouldn't have been a Malcolm if there wasn't a Martin.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's just that simple. There has
Absolutely.
to be a balance.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I think jumped off a little tangent there, but but I think
No, it's all great stuff. Yeah.
I think one of the key things for me, especially as I've gotten older, has just been to
Mm-hmm.
really learn how to, because it's a daily thing. There's a great book called The Body Keeps Score, and
Yes. Yes.
each part of the body is holding some type of trauma from
Mm-hmm.
childhood, from when you were 16 years old, from when
Yeah.
from an incident when you were 31 years old. Your body keeps score of all of these traumas that you. So now, as a man that has seen what I've seen and done what I've done, I'm trying to break free a lot of these walls in order to
Right.
find my true self. And
Yeah.
luckily enough, I'm at a point where I'm open minded and able to receive whatever comes. And I think what's beautiful is that we're seeing um, really just a new era of men who are not stuck in that old patriarchal, it's got to be the man doing
Yes.
it, it's got to be, you know, I got to pull up by the bootstraps and I can't ask for help. That shit is getting dismantled.